What's up, guys? I'm back with another Dark Souls live stream. I just kind of felt like doing a Dark Souls live stream because considering I've been just playing it, and I thought, well, why not live stream it? Not only that, and also was kind of debating on doing it anyway, so I mean, I was just like, I want to do a live stream, trying to figure out what game I wanted to do it with, and I was like, I might as well just do Dark Souls again. And so here we are. I'm actually going to go back into this save. It's level 1 save. I'm going to go back into this level 1 save to kind of... and it spawned me right back here, which I guess is alright. Trick that I learned to this little area. And here's the
Oh, you. You're no hollow. Thank goodness. I'm done for, I'm afraid. I'll die soon, then lose my sanity. I wish to ask something of you. You and I, we're both undead. Hear me out, will you?
Okay, so before I answer yes, sorry if you hear my, sorry if you hear my, little brother, so, in the background, he's being loud, and whatnot. So yeah, that's a little disclaimer there, but, other than that,
regrettably,
answer yes.
I have failed in my mission. But perhaps you can keep the torch lit. There is an old saying in my family. Thou who art undead art chosen, and thine exodus from the Undead Asylum maketh pilgrimage to the land of ancient lords. When thou ringeth the bell of awakening, the fate of the undead thou shalt know. Well, now you know. And I can die with hope in my heart. Oh, one more thing. Here, take this. An Estus flask, an undead favorite. Oh, and this. Now I must bid farewell. I would hate to harm you after death. So go now, and thank you.
Okay. And that's just that guy right there, who I believe just dies anyways. Yeah, he just dies. Here is where I get my pyromancy flame. So I can throw my fireball spell. Now that I think about it, I never really figured this out in Dark Souls 3, like what pyromancy is considered under like intellect. What's it considered as? Oh boy. Such slow attack. I can just bounce at them. This area is supposed to be where you're gonna learn how to parry, but because it tells you right here. It's just parrying is kind of dumb. back. But as you can still hear, the footsteps are still going and whatnot. Because actually, the actual demon is underneath where I'm standing, but you don't like fight it until you actually get to the elevator area in the church of or the bottom of the bell tower, which I believe is the church. And there's really nothing here. There is over here. This is the nest to pick the.
You, give me warm, give me soft.
I am so very confused on why they actually spoke to me now, but okay. Or that, yeah, that's Pickle Pea and Pumperum. That is the first time I actually heard the nest actually speak. It's not even another save that Pickle Pea and Pumperum speaks. I'm very confused actually now. Or if my game is just like glitched entirely. Give me warm, give me soft. Do I have anything that's of that nature? I don't know. I really don't know, but yeah, that is Pickle Pea and Pumperum's nest. You give them items and the items back. Get a little cutscene animation here.
Only in the ancient legends it is stated that one day an undead shall be chosen. To leave the Undead Asylum in pilgrimage to the land of the ancient lords. Lordran.
You know, I don't know what happens if you were to refuse what that guy says. I know what happens when you refuse like some things, or like one thing in particular, because I accidentally said no, and then they do let me go into that. But yeah, now I'm at Firelink Shrine. Let's use this character. Kindle at bonfires. Alright. Anything, because over here is 3 humanity. Over here is this guy who I'm going to talk to. Anyways.
Hello there. I believe we are not acquainted. I am Petrus of Thurland. Have you business with us? If not, I prefer to keep a distance, if possible. Hello there. I realize that I have requested that we retain our distance, but I also want you to know that it is not meant in ill will. Here, take this, as a token of peace. No, go ahead. It's for you. Oh my, you again. Oh, I know. How about this? I have to await my companions here anyway. So what if I were to teach you some miracles? Would that please you? Very well. Then first, a covenant with the gods. Now let me share my miracles. Only there are...
Alright. This is the guy that teaches you miracles, all this stuff. I think I've already showed him before. If not, well, yeah, he just really all he gives you, which isn't really a whole lot.
Come again. The effectiveness.
But it's still something. And there's Bird. I can throw fireballs, and actually, really, essentially, all that happens is that he ends up leaving. If you were to make him low enough health, he just ends up leaving, then he comes back, and that's all that he does. But there are shinies in this area. Too far right now. I mean, there's a lot more shinies to get. There's a lot of shinies in this area in general. It's just over here alone. There's a shiny that's up here. But yeah, no, that's a lot of skeletons chasing after me. If I were to die right here, it wouldn't matter. So if they were to chase me over here, I could fight them over here. I also just realized my shield sucks so terribly. Do damage even if I'm blocking, or at least with melee attacks, and like literally every single skeleton is melee for the most part, at least until you get to the catacombs. But the reason why I wasn't really too worried is because there's got my souls back, and I got a few items. For right now, I'm just going to use some souls. Give me some souls. Eat all the souls. There we go. And now that I've eaten some souls, I really don't know what, like, they count Pyromancer as. I really don't know. All I know is that I'm setting myself up for, to be able to where I have at least the base stuff now. So both high resistance compared to what I usually normally have. But you know, to be honest, I'm just gonna get strength and dexterity to 20. Like I'm gonna get each of those to 20, and then I'm going to have that at 16, and then get that to 16, and then back and forth until I get it to 20, and then work on getting these to 20. The vitality and endurance, because those are extremely good. Having strength and dexterity to 20 is, I mean, more than enough that I need to have for... Oh, I just realized I have to increase faith to at least 14. Because how much can I get it up with just what I have? Not even enough to get it to 14. I need it to be at least 14 in order to use a weapon that is really easy to get. And actually, now that I have 9 souls, because that's like one thing that I didn't want to do, is like lose a lot of souls. Because I'm not really fighting anything anyways. I'm just going to run around with the Pyromancer Flame. Just because it looks cool. flame. My dearest flame. Binoculars, which I don't know if binoculars really are like used for anything. I know in Dark Souls 2, you can actually aim your spells with the binoculars. Well, it's only because I saw one of my friends who was telling me about it, like was doing that. This way actually just leads to the catacombs, and there's not really anything here. So I'm actually hoping that I can get back. It's just an easy way of knowing I could get a few souls because some of them killed themselves or something along those lines. Open with fireball. 94. How much is that? Half the health. It's pretty powerful actually. It's unfortunate you don't get that many, and it's gonna be a little bit before I can find the pyromancer. Speaking of this, like the pyromancer himself is like not something that I find until I go like all the way around. Rest at the bonfire, we can already know that. I can't, because they're here, aren't they? I forgot about this. I'm gonna try to use my fireball attack it. Oh, that works. To level up again, so that should bring me up to have enough, or that should meet the strength, or not the strength, the faith quota that I need for a certain weapon. That weapon would be the Star Straight Sword, which actually is not that way. No, the weapon I'm trying to get is actually that way. And another trick that I'm going to show you guys as well as I'm getting the Star Straight Sword. By the way, both things that I'm doing is basically a suicide run in general, where it's like you don't want to have too many souls. I mean, granted, 400 souls, not really a whole lot. Like, it's not gonna kill me if I lose it, at all, because I'm gonna be getting a lot of souls. Like, the entirety of, like, the Undead Burg, which is, like, the next area, if I were to go down, like, the normal way, the entirety of that area, I could just grind for like 2,000 souls each time I do a run through. But here is New Londo Ruins. And down here, actually, I might as well show you guys. It's the blacksmith.
This is unusual. You haven't lost your head. And more importantly, you're free. How on earth? Well, I shouldn't pry. I'm Ricky of Vinay. I was once an established smith, though. Look at me now. Can you believe it? Hmm? What is it? Have you? Oh no. Don't worry. No intention of escape. It's safe here. Can't bear the thought of going hollow out there. Although, I must admit, not much to occupy myself. How about this? I could forge your weapons, albeit with rather minimal tools. I'll show you what may be the best in Vinay.
Alright, yeah, and this guy, you can repair, you can reinforce your stuff whenever you get Titanite, modify whenever you get embers. And also, you can buy soul arrow and heavy soul arrow and a sorcerer's catalyst, so you can shoot spells.
Smithing.
That's not what I came here for. What I came here for is because, look, we have the master key. Not luckily, I already knew I had the master key. But that's why I wanted to start with the master key. Is because then you can just get into this area, which also is the backbone area to Blight Town, which is in that way, which actually is where my main character that I'm gonna do, like at around the hour mark, I'm gonna spend like 30 minutes, or I don't know, actually I don't know if I'm gonna do that, because I don't know how long it's actually gonna take for me to run around the whole area, trying to see if I can get my way out of it, because I ended up finding the actual entryway to Blight Town. Alright, this here is still a straight sword, and then you die. There's another shiny there, but if you can get it, then alright, but the dragon is now awake, so it's going to make it harder for me to get that shiny, and I don't remember exactly what it is. I think it might be souls, but I don't remember off the top of my head. All I know is that those two items that I just got, that I don't know if I have the requirements for to use these shorts yet, as much as I really would like to. No, I don't. What am I missing? What does it have? Oh, and it does have holy damage anyways, does its little thing. Oh, I need one more dexterity, don't I? Wow. I could be using one of the most broken weapons already. Dexterity. It's really unfortunate. Really, really unfortunate. So, I guess... screw it, I'll still use it. It's fine, it's not like it's gonna really kill me too much. Let's see if I can use the shield. Yes, I can use the shield just fine. Sword, not so much, but that's okay, because I just need to get one more dexterity, which isn't that hard to get. But the Dragon Crush shield is actually really amazing, and like one of the best shields to have kind of early on. Like if you can get this early on, like granted, it's you're gonna die getting it, or even if you do live, because I ended up living before. I think I got out with either a centimeter of health or without taking damage. I don't remember which. Probably the centimeter of health, because I did it with my with Steve. I was able to do it while making out alive. Okay, so now we're back in New Londo Ruins. So back in New Londo Ruins, I'm going to now do the next little kind of cheat, I guess you could say. I'm gonna do the next little cheat. That's actually basically gonna make me really powerful. Early on. All I have to do is just run past the ghost. If you didn't grab me, please don't kill me straight off. That would be really embarrassing and really sad. I mean, this area, you're gonna die anyways, but as you can see, the shiny over there, I'm gonna have to run straight because it's a tiny wooden platform. But that is a Firekeeper soul. I'm gonna try. Nope, I just got smacked. If I actually had full health, I don't know if I could have made it. As you can see, it's just a bunch of ghosts that are actually invincible. You can't touch them unless, I think, unless you use a certain item that I do have on my main character. But I don't know if it's 100% certain, so, I never really explored that area too much. However, since I do now have the Firekeeper soul, I'll go down here, talk to the Firekeeper. No response, she cannot speak. And reinforce my Estus. Hello. Hello, guys. So now I just basically set myself up for being kind of invincible, sort of, in the beginning area. Not entirely, but at least a little bit. The little bounce off effect that you see me do is because I don't have the required stats for the weapon yet. I can still use the weapon. Alright. Walk along this way. Hit the ring of sacrifice. That's basically useless. There's the guy with the firebomb. Firebombs at you. Oh, I gotta actually was able to barrel it back. I actually thought I killed myself, but whatever. Just go along with it, I guess. Sword. Get myself a little bit more souls. And another soul. Okay, I thought that was the ring, but no, I'm coming up on the ring though. Also, I should mention I can't open this door yet. I say yet because I actually just recently actually found the way to opening this door. So, and it's a little bit of ways away from what I have to do. Here is Undead Bird. Now, I would go down and kill those guys and do all of that, but the backstab. It's fine. Oh, I forgot about the dragon. Yes, that's the dragon. Or one of the dragons. Not the dragon, but one of the dragons. This guy's arrows, no big deal. Here, grab the wooden shield, that's right here. Or wooded, whatever, I don't know. I'm actually just gonna go this way, because this way has these two guys. And spin around in a circle with them for a while, actually. That's one word I don't remember that I'm a pyromancer. And there's gonna be this guy behind the bookshelf. And right over here is where you meet the merchant, or one of the merchants.
Well now, you seem to have your wits about you, hmm? Then you are a welcome customer. I trade for souls. Everything's for sale.
And you can buy the orange guidance soapstone, which actually allows you to write messages and all that stuff. I normally don't worry about it. I don't worry about it. This I do worry about though. I I do know that I could get it without having to buy it. However, I'm just going to buy it. So I can buy armor, or the chain armor, arrows, which I'm going to be buying
Thank
later.
you kindly.
And actually, I think I could buy the short bow from him as well, and I'm gonna do that as well, but for now, I'm going to light this bonfire. Light this bonfire. How many souls do I need? 700. How many souls did I pick up? I think that was souls. That was the other item that was near the dragon. But I won't worry about it too much. It's up 1,000 souls just in itself. More souls. Just trying to get as much souls as I can. Alright, so I need at least 1 dexterity to use my weapon. And I need to increase strength. I also still have to increase dexterity, but I'm trying to get strength to 16. Alright. So now, I can use the weapon without having any repercussions. And it's still just as powerful, but even more so since I can actually do its combo attacks. Might as well grind a little bit of souls. Run around, run around, run around, run around. A little bit more. Nope. That was enough, but this one. You spin my head around and around. Rockin' little baby. Round and around. Ooh, the Hollow Knight shield is a pretty good shield. Just going around backstabbing. Could also parry, but you know, it's alright. Kind of confused on the other guy that hasn't walked in here yet. He should have been in here already, but whatever. Stab him in the gut, stab him in the gut. Walk up here. I gotta remember I don't already have all these items like my other characters. Black Firebomb. It's just a more powerful firebomb. Okay, so this guy, he does firebombs, so he's gonna die. I feel right now, even though I don't necessarily need to. Up here, stab this guy in the gut. Back down. Go up here. All three of these guys have a potential chance of dropping a firebomb. Which I think this guy did, yep. Alright. this way, use the resonance key, which basically just gives me access to this chest. Which gives me cold pine resin. That's one way of dealing with that. Wait, I got one humanity. I forgot about that. It's been a while since he actually did that for me. Alright. Yeah, so if you look to the left of my health, you see that it shows number 1. That's how much humanity I have. I actually have 1, which is good. Because you get humanity randomly through killing enemies, or by you're killing enemies, retrieving your souls. There's a lot of different ways of getting humanity. I'm wasting fireballs. Chunk of his health. I'm just kind of scared right now to fight this guy without using spells, and that's why. That's not what I want to happen. Backstab. Alright, so that's one of the first hard enemies, or one of the hard enemies in this area, and he's gonna stay dead, unlike the majority of the enemies that are gonna respawn in this area. He'll stay dead. Oh, that's where the blue tier stone ring is. By the way, worst ring in the game, because it only activates whenever you're low on health, and what it considers low on health is like 1 bar left, and whenever you're that low, because it increases your defense, but like whenever you're that low, like you're gonna die anyways, and the defense doesn't really help, so one of the worst rings to have. Either way, I could actually just go to the boss area. Actually, that's what I am gonna do. Not completely, but a little bit. I'm gonna go through a little bit, and there's only like one reason why I'm going through a little bit of it. So that way I don't have to worry about killing all these guys again to go back just to get the item that I'm looking for. Go up here. This door you can open using the master key, and just down there is a guy that you have to either backstab or parry to kill him. There's no other way of really killing him, unless you get really, like, you'd have to really cheese him, like, by making him go all the way up and then make sure the boss is already dead, so that way you can go into this area and then he starts going back down the stairs and then you can shoot him with magic. However, twinkling titanite. Come here, stupid crystal lizard. Alright, that's the only one there. I mean, you can smack all these boxes. I was just the only one there, and I knew it was there. also knew it was there whenever I was first going through because somebody had a message saying to like attack here or whatever. I forgot what it was. Something along those lines. Something along those lines of attack there. Actually, now that I have both those, see, I actually already have enough to get my Astora Straight Sword to +1. But I'm gonna grind just a little bit. I'm gonna do a little bit of grinding. I should have, like, after doing this area 1, like going through this area one more time, I should have enough to upgrade this weapon to +2, which is just literally gonna one-shot everything. It's gonna be great. I mean, I already one-shots a lot of things, but it's gonna be even better. It's gonna make my life walking through so much easier. And if I wasn't using the Drake sword, which I'm also gonna be getting as well, because that sword literally is just, you'll walk through the game with it. Like, there's not really much that can stop you too much. Like, I mean, enemies still can kill you, especially like enemies that do a lot of damage, but you know, at least have a chance or stand a chance with the weapon. Warrior helm. And actually, for a while, I'm just gonna be running around with this armor. Tattered hood and cloth, or the tattered cloth armor, just because I want to just run around looking like a pyromancer for a little while. That and this armor is light, and I don't have to worry about weight too much. Also, yeah, this door you can open, but that's in like another later area where I actually need to get a key to get to that area. Or whatever. That's the power of parry. Now, I should have enough with just the little bit that I have, but I'm gonna make sure I have enough. I'm gonna make sure that I have enough just so that I don't have to go back a little bit or do a little bit more extra grinding for it, even though I'm gonna have to end up killing all these guys again anyway. Oh yeah, no, I definitely have enough. I don't even have to go through that area, which I won't, because I don't want to waste my time doing that. Even though it's extra souls, but I don't really need it. Don't really need it. Alright, I'm gonna go back to make myself extremely overpowered. Carrying my flame. I just realized, like, my guy is trying to carry a flame, like, as if it was a sword. That's funny. He's trying to hold it as if it was a sword. Because that's how you hold swords. But yeah, blocking is another thing. Oh, that's actually pretty good. I have 2 humanity. Really good, actually. I just realized I'm gonna have more than enough souls anyways, because I'm gonna get a little bit more from killing all these guys. So yeah. shield equipped for some weird reason. Oh, it's awkward. Tink. Whatever. Like, any little bit of damage I take right now, that it doesn't really mean anything. It's not like it's detrimental to anything. Oh, yeah, I forgot I don't have the sword upgraded yet. Like, in my mind, the sword is already +2. In my mind. I know it isn't, but in my mind it is. So I'm gonna go down to the blacksmith. Which, since I went on that one last suicide run, I could try to see if I could get that shiny that's by the dragon. I could try. I mean, after I spend my souls, it's not like it's going to really matter what I do afterwards anyways, so... The dragon's gonna be shooting flames, like whenever you get near it or too close to it, it starts shooting fire, and then like if you get even more closer, it uses its melee attack. It's best, honestly, to use magic against it. And there's easier, or like there's an easy way of doing it, probably with meleeing that, you know, I'm just too dumb to really know about. I just shot it with magic though. Or just range attacks in general. So reinforced weapon, store straight sword, costs 2,000 per just to do that. I'm just gonna repair all of this just to do it. Don't really need to. I mean, the armor, yeah, but like all the other stuff that I repaired, I didn't need to. Actually, now that I think about it, I don't want to lose the 2 humanity that I have because it's like the perfect amount that I need for right now. It's all the stuff that I have. Like with all of everything that I have, 2 is perfect because in order for me to upgrade the shrine anymore, because if you upgrade if you kindle a bonfire, you can increase how much Estus you can have, and in order for me to get it to where I can have more than 10, I have to kill the boss in the catacombs that gives me the right of kindling. And with the Rite of Kindling, it basically makes it to where I can have up to, if I kindle the bonfire, I can kindle it to where I have 20 Estus. Like, it's 5 per, so you can basically, it's like leveling it up to 4. We're getting 2 extra levels, essentially, because like you can level it up to 2, and you can't level it up any higher, but then after you get the Rite of Kindling, you can get it to level 4. And obviously to increase my Estus, like in general, like the power of the Estus, you need Firekeeper Souls. Which I know where 3 are. Because there's the one that I just got in New Londo Ruins. There's, should I do this right now? That's good, I'll do it right now. So the Firekeeper Soul, the one that I got in New Londo Ruins, Jesus. There's the one in the bell tower, the bottom of the bell tower. And then there's another one in Blighttown, which is actually really annoying to get. And it's gonna be really annoying to try to get anyways, but for right now I can level stuff up. Just gonna level up my strength. And actually I'm gonna do this now. Reverse my hauling, which restores my humanity. So now I don't look like a zombie. I'm gonna kindle this flame. So that way I can have 10 in this area. And then I'm gonna get a little bit more souls. I literally already just smacked them once and then killed them. Actually, I think I have enough souls as it is, just with that. There we go. Now, I know I can technically potentially get invaded, but at the same time I'm not too much really worried about it. Because I can easily get my souls back, like, regardless of where I'm at. So my strength is 16, and then I just increase my dexterity, and then I should be fine. Because actually I have to get my dexterity high enough to use a bow. There you go. Whoa, 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 whoa. Why is the bow guy back? I just killed him. Oh! I forgot I rested at the bonfire. I literally forgot that I rested at the bonfire. Alright, I'm gonna fight the boss on the bridge. Boss on the bridge. If I didn't already have a straight sword, I would be using the short sword. It's a really good weapon. Okay. And they fell. No, whatever. Don't worry about it. I'm already like uber duper strong for this area anyways, just making sure you didn't drop an item. Another humanity. Alright, this guy's gonna run down. Run up. Actually, it kinda sucks that I have another humanity, but whatever. Just gonna hope that I don't die. So this is where you fight the boss on the bridge, or whatever you want to call it, the wall, or whatever. I like to call it the bridge, just because. So go up here, kill those two guys, so that way you don't have them sniping you as you are trying to fight the boss. And here he is. pretty straightforward. No fight. Also, I was able to, like, I was reading what you said, like, as I was fighting him, like, destroy him before he makes eggs. Quote from a few people. I mean, I guess. Yes, there's nothing in this one. Another alternative way of doing that battle is by positioning yourself to where whenever, like, to force him to leap in a certain direction, and he just, like, leaps off and kills himself. This is the alternative way of doing that. Like, really easy. Although what I did was, like, another really easy way of doing it, which is just, like, staying underneath them, dodging underneath his legs, and the only other thing you'd have to worry about is, like, knowing where you are so that you don't kill yourself in the process. Yeah, we'll talk to this little knight guy.
Hello. You don't look hollow, far from it. I am Soler of Astora, an adherent of the Lord of Sunlight. Now that I am undead, I have come to this great land, the birthplace of Lord Gwyn, to seek my very own son. You find that strange? Well, you should. No need to hide your reaction. I get that look all the time. Oh, aha. So I didn't scare you. I have a proposition, if you have a moment. The way I see it, our fates appear to be intertwined. In a land brimming with hollows, could that really be mere chance? So what do you say? Why not help one another on this lonely journey? This pleases me greatly. Well then, take this. We are amidst strange beings in a strange land. The flow of time itself is convoluted, with heroes centuries old phasing in and out. The very fabric wavers, and relations shift and obscure. There's no telling how much longer your world and mine will remain in contact. But use this to summon one another as spirits, cross the gaps between the worlds, and engage in jolly cooperation. Of course, we are not the only ones engaged in this, but I am a warrior of the sun. Spot my summon signature easily by its brilliant aura. If you miss it, you must be blind. Oh, hello there. I will stay behind to gaze at the sun. The sun is a wondrous body, like a magnificent father. If only I could be so grossly incandescent.
Alright, so that right there is just how you get the white sign stop zone, so that way I'm black. The black separation crystal is used to take people away, and the white soapstone is how you can summon yourself into other worlds. So I can now summon myself for somebody else. Now the dragon that was over there earlier is gonna come back for sure. Yeah, in hindsight, he does give you souls, but he also still gets hurt. Look at this item. Yeah, and I'm not gonna worry about that too much. What I will worry about doing is kicking down this ladder, because that is the greatest shortcut whatsoever. Like, literally, I don't want anybody else telling you any different. You just go up the ladder to continue on this way. However, I'm just gonna continue on. Actually, I gotta remind myself that, you know, 5,000 souls can actually do a lot to level me up, so I just level my dexterity. Actually, it makes me sad that I only need just a little bit more souls. use this. Yeah. And I'll just use that one for right now. I'm not gonna use the other one like I have been doing. Just need a little bit. And I'm gonna get strength and dexterity to 20 first. Get both of those to 20. And then I'll work on vitality and endurance. Only just because I feel like doing that. And there's another ring that would help me here, potentially. Alright, get to it. Anyways, this is like the little safe area that's underneath where the dragon is, and whatnot. And actually a very, very well-known spot for, like, literally everyone. I'm just gonna kick you off. Yeah, it's Spartan kick. It's fine. And rats. Okay. Could have handled that a little better, but it's fine. Now, there is a knight that is to my left and up there, but I'm not going to worry about fighting him. Like, the easiest way of fighting him would be to do backstabs on him, like lead him down into this area after killing this guy. There is the boar, but since I am a pyromancer, the boar shouldn't be too much of a problem. Yeah, I'm not really worried too much that these guys... Actually, I am... The only thing I'm worried about right now is being invaded, because it's not that uncommon in this area. I know this from experience because it happened to one of my friends, or at least, like, I was the Phantom and I was just running around killing everything for him. And he had to go do something, so I ended up literally doing everything. First time he really ever went down the stairs. That's the boar. Let's easily deal with this area. And that's how you deal with everybody in this area, like the easiest way possible. And actually, if I can get this guy to get near the gate, I could potentially get him, but it's not close enough. That's fine. And actually... I almost just killed myself. Okay, these guys are being annoying. Kill you. And that's somebody. Every time you hear the bell ring, that's somebody doing, or completing or ringing it themselves. I don't know what it was I was trying to pick up there, but yeah. There's another person ringing the bell. It hasn't been like as common, like it still rings every now and then. Like it still rings every now and then, obviously, but like there was one point in time, or at least whenever I just started playing it, where I heard it legit constantly. So many people were ringing the bell. Actually drove me nuts, and at first I thought it was the game doing it itself, but then a friend told me it was other people doing it, and I was like, oh. I guess everybody decided at that day to ring the bell. Traverse this white light. This is not a boss. It's just into the other area. This is also above, it's like kind of the above area, like right in front of that gate still. Pretty much is where I still am. I'm actually gonna go this way first. It's where Knight is, you know, guarding that shiny. Heavy attacks, really all it takes, because that'd be a straight sword plus. 2. And now that I actually have the Night Shield, I'm gonna see if I can use it without, fat rolling. That's perfect. Yeah, the Night Shield, really amazing. And there's this guy hiding in the corner. That's a blood stain, somebody dying there. Now, to the right, I believe is a normal enemy, to the left is a knight, so... yeah. Yep. So get the attention of the normal enemy first, or the knight, I guess. Whatever, it doesn't really matter. Block his attack. Well, one heavy attack killed him, or whatever. I did 2, just to make sure. Just backstab this guy. Actually, if I wanted to, I could go to where the other blacksmith is. Actually, I'm going to, since I have an extra... Since I have an extra humanity, I am gonna go there. And the reason why is because I have an extra humanity. And even though actually, okay, so straight ahead and where the elevator is, or at least the one on the right that is open currently, that alternates between the two, that's basically the shortcut to Firelink Shrine, which is how I kind of wanted to end it off, with just, you know, me doing, or clearing out that area and doing that, although clearing out the area is not going to be as easy because I don't have magic to, like, I have fireballs, but pretty much throwing a fireball is throwing a firebomb, so it's not like it's that ranged. But I shall light this bonfire. I mean, I technically can go on with like before even killing the gargoyle and getting the Drake sword, because I could just go get the longbow. Yeah, I'll just continue getting dexterity up a little bit. Kindle the flame. So now this one gives me plus 10. And down here... It is another blacksmith.
I'm Andre of a store rap. If you require smithing, then speak to me.
And you can learn Jester from him. And you can also buy Titanite shards from him, which is really good. And also arrows as well. And I'm going to buy arrows now. I'll just buy a lot of these. 92, that should be fine.
Don't get
Later.
yourself killed.
Yeah, 92 should be fine for later. I'm probably gonna buy more anyways, but still. And somebody else ringing the bell. Kind of want to, but it's gonna take a little bit before I even get to the gargoyle area to begin with. Just backstab all three of those guys. He didn't drop anything. So here's kind of the hard part to this. Because there's that guy there, and there's another guy that shoots magic. And I believe this guy actually one-shots. Okay, well that guy wasn't really that hard. I thought he was going to be, but he really wasn't. No, but what is kind of... Actually, I'm gonna do this now. I'm gonna actually grab this first. That's, like I said, the Firekeeper soul that's the bottom of the bell tower. Now, I could go down and use it and get Estus +2 and then go up here and do this, but... I'm gonna deal with this now. That guy there, he just shoots magic. That's actually the first I've seen him really go up to do melee. And I'm being invaded. That also means I can't do that, and I can't... Wow, this kind of sucks. Like you out here. I know what he's trying to do. He's trying to get the backstab. There's a weapon that inflicts bleed, which is annoying. Yeah, he was just really trying to backstab. And then he's just gonna inflict me with bleed to finish me off. Yeah, I really don't care. I knew that was gonna happen anyways with the fact that I still have my humanity. But it really doesn't matter since I could literally just go back up the stairs, grab my souls, and then go back to exactly where I was anyways. Like, this is what I mean about people invading in Dark Souls. Like, it really doesn't matter too much. Like, or at least in the remastered one. And in Dark Souls 3, it's absolutely ridiculous. Like, people literally just invade and constantly evade. But the best part about Dark Souls 3 is that at least you get a chance. You get a chance, as long as you get the Way of the Blue in the very beginning, you have a chance of still surviving. And then also at the same time, before like the dude even really does anything to you, like before the guy even does anything to you, like the guys in the way of the blue can help you out, like clear through the area. And you can just go on about your day, and like you have people doing it for you. Now, let's go back up there because I have to kill the guy with magic before I can really do anything else, or at least it would just make my life easier. Also realize I have 1 humanity, but it's not gonna matters. I don't know what that spell does. I really wish I knew. I think it might give me more damage, but if that's the case, then I really don't want to get hit. Especially by that attack, oh Jesus. There's so many of those guys, it's ridiculous. Alright, so that's that guy. The only thing is that actually, it's perfect that I have 1 humanity. Because actually, I will fight the gargoyle boss, and there's a reason why. I'm going to do it. As long as I can quickly do this, or get what I'm doing right now done. I can go back to Firelink Shrine, go back up the elevator, and then go back, kill all those enemies again. That's like the only thing, though. But since I have the mysterious key,
Still human.
I can help this guy.
Then I am in luck. Could you help me? As you can see, I am stuck without recourse. Thank you. Yes, sincerely. I am Knight Lautrec of Karim. I truly appreciate this, and I guarantee a reward. Only later. Yes, I've just been freed.
Alright. So yeah, that's all that guy really is about. Just says, oh, I got a reward for you, but you only can get it later. And actually, better yet, I almost forgot to do this. Because I have a very, very forgetful memory. So I need to go down back, or go down here, back down here. Alright, English works. Just one-shot these guys, two-shot this guy. It's fine. Doesn't really matter too much. None of them drop their armor. That's all really they drop. But now, over here is the hell barb. And then the one guy that was standing behind the gate, like, haha, you can't get me, and I'm gonna backstab him. Also, that's the basement key, which actually is the area. That's how I can actually rescue the pyromancer guys. I have to go down that way. But I'm going to open up that gate, not go that way. I mean, I can get a little bit more souls, but I really don't need to. Alright, so now I'm gonna run down, get the elevator. this actually starts the whole sequence of the whole left and right elevator scene, where it's like once you use the left one, then you can only use the right one, or I think it's left on this side, I don't know, it's a lot. And actually, I almost forgot, because I haven't gotten this area, or to this area yet. Get some more bones. Get the Morning Star and a talisman. And cracked red eye orbs. And then open up this chest for Lloyd's talisman. Alright. And now I'm just going to run. Don't know, but I'm not gonna test it either. That would make me cry if I already used it. I mean, if it already gave me like 10,000 souls even, like I would still cry because that's Firekeeper soul. But yeah, there's that guy, by the way, that we just saved. Right there. So now I have Estus +2.
Ah, hello there. I have your reward. Please, accept it. I am grateful to you for freeing me. Not enough for you.
Like, okay, so the thing about his questline, like, there's a questline, or pretty much if you were to go down, like, his questline and everything, eventually he will, kill the Firekeeper, and then, like, later, like, I think you might end up fighting him anyways or something, I don't remember. Yeah, he ends up, like, trying to gank you to kill him, and then the Firekeeper comes back, looking different. I really don't care about that, though.
Well, what have we here? You leave me no choice. I was once grateful to you. But if this is our fate, so be it.
No! When I was switching weapons. I dodged into him. Okay. I'm having a hard time right now doing this. Made this so easy. Actually, what really made it easy was like the one time I did kill him. It was because he fell off the edge. So I never really killed him. almost killed him though. Almost killed him. I really actually want to get that spell, but I have to find him. I think I might know where he is. Jesus. Okay, so I'm going to have to... Go back. I don't know. Actually, I'm gonna have to get his stuff later. Because I don't think it comes back until after I go to a new area and then go back to it. Sucks because I don't almost... whatever. I'm just gonna get my dexterity to 21st, then strength, and then increase my endurance, and then vitality. Because I don't need to worry about leveling up health too much. At least straight off the get-go. I really wanted to get the ring that he drops, because I'm gonna be using it. But the thing about the ring that he drops is that if I were to ever unequip it, it would, the ring itself would break. But it's the ring of favor and protection, and I forgot that I could drop down there and get the items, but whatever. I'm not too worried about like some items, or if I forget some items, and actually I am worried about the thing that I forgot that I was going to do, and one of the reasons why I was down there, because I wanted to use my restore my humanity. Killing him was just extra. Killing him was a little bit extra. You know, to the left here and up here is the shiny that I almost forgot about. That's just a little bit extra souls, that isn't too much. To have my humanity. It's not just to have my humanity, it's because the summon sign is up there, or the summon the knight. I forgot what his name was. Pretty much right when you get up there and you kill all those minions, and then once you get to the top, or at least when you get up through the ladder, his summon sign is at the top, pretty much. So basically all I have to do is hope to God I don't get invaded before then. But there's been a lot more people invading recently, so I don't know. All I do know is I'm gonna have to be like freaking Sanic doing this. I mean, I have Estus +2 as well, so it's gonna make fighting the gargoyle like a lot easier. Fighting gargoyle a lot easier. I'm just gonna top off my health, and not like it really means too much. Run here, dodge out. It's too far back. So that's how you deal with that. I'm gonna top off my health, even though I don't really need to. I just like having full health. Get up the ladder. I already got all the shinies, so I don't have to worry about that. And now if somebody were to invade me, it wouldn't really matter anyways. And I like how somebody put a message saying try community. Yeah, this is how you summon Knight Solaire, who throws lightning spears, so yeah, he's really nice to have. That's one thing I like. So, yeah, we only were able to get the tail axe in the first one. Yeah, so that's the bell gargoyle. I'm gonna actually end off on the note of me ringing the bell. It's almost a 2-hour mark, so I'm glad that I was able to quickly speedrun and do that. I'm also happy that I got the weapon too. And pull the lever. Now that I ringed the bell, I'm actually going to quickly do this, and the guy down below that I'm going to skip over his voice lines and whatnot, just because I'm trying to be quick and I want to actually get back to the Firelink Shrine. He basically sells a talisman that makes stuff... Actually, I'm gonna do this, because why not? You were cleansed of sin. Okay. No idea what that does. But, yeah, I mean, he sells rings, but yeah, the Velka's talisman, which basically is a talisman that requires intellect to use miracles, and then the Karmic Justice, which is a miracle that I don't know too much about. Also, I mean, it requires 20 faith, so I mean, I haven't really used it either, nor have I bought it yet, because it is 40,000. I can abandon covenants, but I'm not going to.
If thou committeth a crime.
Okay. Now I'm gonna be scenic way quick. Now, granted, I didn't need to do that. I don't know what it was that I even did, or by requesting absolution. Like, I just traversed the white light. So basically, just going down here. Since I already killed everything, all it really is just me going down ladders. this there. I'm actually gonna take even more of a shortcut and going down this way. Just got the intention of these knights. It isn't too bad. And backstab for no good reason. That's a bloodstain. Alright. Now, I would show the area that actually requires you to go down the elevator, and I could go back to the first area that I started at, but not exactly ready to go back there yet. I mean, I could, but I just don't feel like it, and it's a whole long process of doing things I don't exactly want to do. So I'm just gonna rest at the bonfire. Somehow I got 1,000 souls, and I wasn't paying attention to how I got it. All because I killed the knights. And I could have gotten my dexterity to 20 and started working on my strength, but it's fine. I can get the souls back. However, I'm gonna end it on that note of me killing the gargoyle, which I wasn't really planning on doing. But yeah. I shall see you guys later. I should mention too, real quick, before the 2-hour mark, that I mean the Dark Souls live streams I've been doing, it's just me doing it just to do it. It's not gonna be on the Moonlighter, like it's not gonna be like me doing it like, you know, how I do Moonlighter where I do it on a certain day. Now Dark Souls is just me doing it because I feel like doing it. Moonlighter, I'm doing that every Friday, but this game is just whenever I feel like it. Either way, before the whole 2-hour marker thing, I am going to end it. So I shall see you guys later.